That'll have to be it. So now we have the money flush to mix them and match them. We'll see what happens. Queen's Rule. Greatsword. Grants capture. Exert your supremacy to switch position with a single enemy. You are a higher level than your foe. You will make a full attack on them in the process. Oh, interesting. This elegant greatsword is of Adiran manufacture. Emissaries from the Aether Empire represented it along with 7 similar weapons to the first Duke of the Free Palatinate of Durwood upon the conclusion of the War of Defiance. Intended as a gesture of peace, such a gift also signified de facto recognition of the Free Palatinate. The Duke, pleased by acknowledgement of his rule, accepted. As a gesture of solidarity with those who fought for Durwoodan independence, the Duke distributed 6 of the weapons to his earls. The 2 Cavalier blades went to Hellsgate and Coldwater. The Grasp and Norwich received the Tower Hammers. To Hashfall and Tenforth went the Habit Staves. The 2 remaining greatswords, Queen's Rule and King's Wrath, the Duke ordered smelted down. In his words, the Free Palatinate no longer had any use for royalty. It seems this weapon was saved from the fire, though it has had a long fall from grace. Okay. Interesting. Spearcaster? Oh god. The product of a wizard who considered himself an engineer. This arbalist has been modified to fire larger, thicker bolts. They provide no shortage of obstacles in its initial construction. The wizard found the need to straighten the bow, the bow laths to accommodate the oversized bolt. Thus, a heavier string was required. As a result, the retaining nut had to be reinforced. Even customized enchanted windlass was needed to span the blasted thing. The stock itself was initially too weak for the whole operation, and the wizard, ever a pragmatist, found structural enchantments were required to keep the weapon from snapping in two once armed. Rune etched into the massive spear-like bolts helped them fly through and gave them the punch to puncture steel and flesh. However, the wizard found it took considerable expenditures of his own arcane powers to make them do so. In the end, the weapon, while powerful, seemed only of use to those with sufficient knowledge of arcana. As such, the wizard abandoned his plans to produce similar weapons en masse and kept this prototype for his personal use. Wow, you need arcana to have it run? Oh, range accuracy. You get even more with the arcana skill. So I could give that to, I could give this weapon to, Aloth. It does less critical damage, though. Interesting. Lover's Embrace. Oh, a dagger! Juliana Do and Sensei adored her lover, Bruno, who was as clever as he was duplicitous. As Bruno's mounting depths grew beyond his ability to talk his way around them, his lenders came to believe he would better serve as an example to other potential debtors. Bruno was murdered in his bed. As a warning, his killers left the weapon that did the deed behind. This weapon. Armed only with a dripping blade and her broken heart, Juliana would go on to hunt down the killers and avenge her lover. Juliana's profitable new life as a bounty hunter became the stuff of legends. True Love's Kiss. Raw damage when scoring a hit with an attack. Raw damage per 6 seconds. Stealth attacks cause the target to bleed for raw damage until the combat ends. That's pretty cool. That's a cool weapon. Man, wow. Okay, save.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
Actually, do a hard save.
If you need iron or steel,
let's go.
Maybe even something lighter.
So
I've got plenty in stock.
Do the Whisper of Yenwood.
Kara, I will get started at once. Have a seat. This will take time.
Squinting and biting her lower lip, Marihi takes a closer look at the weapon's shard.
My friend, your handsome blade is restored. A good thing it was made of exceptional steel.
She balances the weapon on her palms and sighs down at the craftsmanship.
Such a shame to see it go. But go it must.
She relinquishes the sword with care. My thanks, Marihi.
If you're ever in need of spare coin, I'd be happy to take that off your hands. Enjoy it in the meantime.
Repair the blade of the endless path.
I will get started at once. Kindly wait and I will be with you soon.
She gathers up the shards and chuckles, excitedly spinning a forge hammer in her hand.
Your unusual blade is restored. Akira, but I saw such strange visions in the light of the forge. Ah, no matter.
She hands you a familiar estoc, grinning all the while. My thanks, Marihi.
It is for these moments that I labor, my friend. May you be satisfied with your strange metal.
She inclines her head and touches her brow. Okay, let's take a look at these two blades we just got. Blade of the Endless Path, two-handed estoc, only has pierce. Lowers recovery time, which is good. Plus 1 melee accuracy per 6 seconds until combat hands, stacks 10 times. That's pretty darn good. An Adrian explorer once heard a legend of an Anguitan tomb filled with the dead Empire's greatest treasure. Dead set on making a name and a fortune for himself, he had one of the finest smiths in the Durwood craft a blade worthy of his task. He descended into the place known as the Endless Path of Hotnua, and was never heard from again. His possession was scattered by the strange evils that dwelt within his priceless blade was shattered. Eventually, the Watcher of Kanua recovered the shards and reforged the weapon. It's pretty cool. Okay. What about the Whisper of Yenwood? It's a regular sword. 50% of misses converted to grazes. That's pretty good too. It does damage against spirit. Minus 5 will. Receiving critical hits causes an additional minus 5 will until combat hands. Wow, that's not good. So it's like a double-edged sword. It's not great. The blade is covered with graceful Glenfatton engravings. Whisper of Yenwood was once the sword of the first World Warden of Caednua. When the Earl of Yenwood appointed Cafed Audart, the young lord feared the spirits that were rumored to dwell under the young castle's foundation. He spent a sizable sum to have the black Immerine sealed blade forged, shipped to the Eastern Reach for engraving by the Earls, Glenfatton slave artisan, and enchanted in New Dunrid. Cafid is known to have used the sword in the Battle of Old Garan and to help the neighboring Raedricks suppress an uprising in Gilded Vale, but there is no recorded use of it in Caednua. Over time, Cafid began to believe that the sword had been cursed by the Glenfatton artisans who decorated it. He confided in those close to him that he thought the spirits of the dead were speaking to him through the blade while he slept. One evening, against the pleas of his wife and soldiers, a maddened Cafid carried the sword deep into the misty wood of Air Glenfath. His body was never recovered, but the next World Warden, the Earl, assigned to Caednua, found it waiting for him on the throne in the keep's great hall. None of the soldiers could explain how the sword had appeared there. No World Warden has carried the sword since that day. Yeah, it's good in some situations, but yeah. We'll now load back. And would instead spend the 3k on one newer weapon, and we'll see what happens. Maybe that new weapon is going to be better.
If you need iron or steel, maybe even something lighter, I've got plenty in stock.
Oh, combine the shards and craft a great sword.
Akira, when you swing this beauty, you must make sure to tell your foes that Mahiri sent you.
She gathers up armloads of shards and gestures for you to wait. Oh god,
Whispers
what will
of
we
the
get,
endless
guys?
paths. A most brooding and gloomful weapon, I say.
She passes you the great sword with a proud sigh.
May it chop your enemies into fine pieces for the delight of Tongaloa.
This is some fine work.
I'm honored to have the trust of such a fine customer. Do not hesitate to bring me another challenge. Akira?
She inclines her head and touches her brow.
If you need iron or steel, maybe...
Yeah, that's fine. Let's take a look at that sword. Whisper of the Endless Path. Attacks in a cone? I'm liking this one better, I think. You crafted this colossal blade from the fragments of the Whispers of Yenwood and the blade of the Endless Path. The weapon's reach is unmatched by any other great sword, and the flanges along the blade provides for a measure of defense from lesser weapons. It has increased reach. Actually, I think I like this one better. Take a look at the ancient for a second. Blade form. Scoring hit. Wow. Against melee weapons, counterattack enemy when missed in melee. Run through. Impale a target, knocking them down and causing them to bleed for raw damage. Spinning assault. Swing the blade in a wide arc, striking all nearby targets for slash and pierce damage, knocking them back and hobbling them. Yep. We're taking this sword. We're giving it to him. Look at it. Looks great, bro. Oh, apparently there was a patch recently. And now we can change. There's a few things we can change now, apparently. Oh, maybe not? It was said that there was a way for us to change a few things. Using the appearance. Like, we would have been able to change more stuff than just these 3. Maybe it's coming, but it's not there yet. I don't know. Maybe my game hasn't updated. Because the newest patch was supposed to be so that you can change your eye colors. Which, I mean, I don't want to do, but you could if you wanted. But also, it changed it so that almost all helms shows the hair underneath now. But only on your main dude.
Hey there.
Oh, it's a beta patch. You're right, Ericlus. It's not in yet. Hey, Yatko, what's up, buddy? How you doing?
We're all in this together.
What's going on, dude? How's life, Yatko?
Hot razor skewers, crusted swordfish.
So, I took off from work for E3. So I won't be working, and I was maybe not gonna stream because I'll be busy watching the presentations and stuff. But I was wondering if that's something that would interest you guys, to have like a stream and like an IRL stream where I'm just like in a corner like here, but we have the different presentation, and then we can just talk about it afterwards, like see, you know, what stuff we liked, stuff that we're excited about, all that good thing, and just chill, drink beer, and not have any gameplay for like a couple days because it'll be mostly E3 stuff, but have like instead the conferences going and stuff. I don't know if it's something that would interest you guys or not. If it's not something people want to see, I'll just watch them on my own because I was planning on doing that anyway. But if you guys are interested in seeing that or talking about it with me, then we might do that. I don't know. Hey, Nuntoast, what's up, man? Oh, happy Sunday to you too, man.
Did the Queen summon everyone to the palace?
Akira, I'd never seen Aruihi run so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Kahopa, it does not.
Water flowing through this timepiece keeps this mechanism in constant motion. My chat just pooped, guys. So if you insert what I just said about E3, I've not seen it.
You look thirsty. A drink, madam?
So if you want to repeat it, that'd be great.
Quench your thirst on the way up the mountain?
Imelda inclines her head and gestures to a wagon loaded with kegs. What do you serve here?
Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence.
Not that interested? E3 sucks? Okay, so it's a big no.
Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in parikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
Show me what you've got. Just more of that stuff. Okay, we have 37 monies, so we're not doing this. The Dark Cupboard. Sadomi, thank you very much for that. Really do appreciate it. What the hell happened there? Whoa, my alerts just like went completely crazy. Hold on.
You need my help? There are many things that move through fire.
You don't anymore? I kind of have to. Yeah, I always do. Every year. I actually like E3.
Hey, is that an Orlin Cajun bat?
Also, we're going to announce, like, the game I'm working on is going to be announced at E3.
They don't let you have those in Deerwood anymore. Well, that one's in pretty good condition.
I shall be discreet.
You need my can do. I'll do what I can. We must do what we can do. Cares.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't drag me into your mess, Berteno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that! Madiko!
What, bro? You just got... Dude, I was going to steal from you. That's not fair.
Fortune for a pun, good madam.
I'll do what I can. I'll hear. Wait for you.
There's so many people watching, dude. Stealing is almost impossible. What the hell? Hey, there we go. True Gaming, thank you very much. Do appreciate it. Hey, Cyrix.
We must do what we can do.
Like I said, I personally love it, but I get why some people don't. But personally, I love it.
And if you want it, happy to help. I'll hear. For you. You mean like this?
Oh, that was a... that was a special wand. The Spine of Thicket Green. Oh, look at that stuff. +2 all plant ability power levels. This... Oh, it's a staff. It's a quarterstaff. For a druid, probably. This gnarled staff is heavier than it looks, owing to the entwined length of Ember and Adra running down its core. Story goes that this was originally the backbone of an ancient Adragon, who, upon noting the advance of outsiders into her forest, sacrificed herself to preserve its health. Many have claimed to possess shards of her petrified remains, and this is hardly the first spine to boast that distinction. Regardless of its origin, this length of wood possesses an uncanny echo of dormant power. Beast power levels. Oh, yeah. Clearly something for druids. Ms. Albo Slayer! Awesome. Well, you know what? It's not impossible. No, it's not. It's not. Hey, Froggy with a 300 cheer! What? Much love to you too, Froggy. My apologies. I set up all the new alerts and stuff, and for some reason my cheer alert was not working, so I'm gonna have to figure that out. But thank you so much for that 300 cheer. That's amazing. Oh my god. We are playing Oblivion too. That's great. Oh man, I gotta get into the Elder Scrolls. I've never played any of them. I gotta get in there. As soon as they announce the next Elder Scrolls, we're gonna do like a massive playthrough of those games. I'm probably even thinking of doing the first 2 games. Maybe. Like if people are interested enough, I might actually do like the whole shebang. Start from the first 2 games and climb my way up to the newest one they'll announce whenever they do announce it. Probably not gonna be, you know, for like another 2 years maybe or something, but who knows. Grove's Respite. Oh. Pretty cool. What else we got? Oh, we got this. Oh, it's incense. Okay. That's like 3 years away. Yeah, I know. The first 2 are free. You can get the first 2 without doing anything. Superman, thank you very much for that host. Do appreciate it, man. I'm changing the music, by the way, for these. I didn't have the time to find something interesting that fit more with the design of the alerts. So I kept the original sounds, but I'm gonna have to change that up real soon so that it fits better.
We must do what we can do. If you want to get a lock to open up, you gotta... There you go.
They're free. You just go on to Bethesda's official website for those, and you can download those for free. Pleasant accuracy with fire attacks. The garnet at the heart of this pewter band has been polished to the quality of a lens. It gleams just as bright as by the light of a flickering candle as in direct sunlight. Flames seem to bloom when near it, and simple dismissive gestures causes them to sputter and dim. I'm thinking that stuff. Telling you that much.
You mean like this?
Dream Trip, thank you so much for that host, man. Do appreciate it. You're awesome. Damage causes an interrupt. Grants extra spellcast. Dude, we might actually totally just take that up.
Care told me.
Living quarters? Bro. Living quarters. I wonder what's up there.
Keeping an eye out.
You need... I found something. I'll do what I can.
Yes, 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 yes. Here we go. Ooh, Facina's journal. The misery of this apprenticeship. Medico. Archimer saves only the most tedious errands for me. If I'm not going to learn anything from this trial, I must find a way to steal enjoyment from it. Whenever Archimer claims to be deep in study, I will find him wandering the halls wearing an illusory face to trick his imps. Fools them every time. Sometimes, I think he came to the Deadfire to be alone with those nasty things, and he spites me for getting in the way of his fun. Shortly after he left town, I stole one of the robes he keeps in his bedroom. The imps thought I was their master, fed me cheese and ale for the rest of the afternoon. Of course, I returned the robe when I was done. Maybe it's not too late to start enjoying myself.
There's a key for every lock. Happy to help. I'll handle it for you. You need my help?
The Elder Scrolls. Elder Scrolls 1 and 2 you can get for free on Bethesda's website.
Dim in the lantern.
They don't even sell those anymore. They just give them for
You
free.
can trust me.
Salutations. Do you wish to hear your fortune?
That is freaking weird. The puppet in the box cocks his head to the side and stares at you with a vacant expression. He taps the middle coin slot expectantly. What's your story? Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I got on Archimere's bad side and didn't exactly survive the experience. I'm not really supposed to chat with customers.
He taps the coin slot and winks at you. Do the Wana have any problem with Archimere holding you here as a slave?
The Queen is too pleased at having an archmage at her disposal to care.
His hinged mouth twitches in a sad smile.
I can't blame her. The Juana have got it rough. We all need coin in the end.
Do any of your fortune actually come true?
Sure, all the time.
He stares at you unblinkingly, daring you to call him a liar. Okay, give 1 copper. The puppet's eyes close and he steeples his fingers. You hear gears wiring and clicking inside the box. His eyes reopen, this time with an ember glow.
I see a house. 4 walls, a ceiling, a floor. All wood. If you sleep there 4 nights straight, your one true love will pass by in the street. Be quick, before the bard in red steals her away. I can see no more. Unless you give me another pyre.
You're not very good at this, are you?
I just told you an accurate fortune. You'll be thanking me when it comes true. Oh, Ifrin, you were right. I can't believe I ever doubted you. That's what you'll say. Guaranteed.
I think I want my coin back.
And I want my manhood back. It's not under here, believe me. No refunds. Archimere's policy, not mine.
That flaccid batso.
This young wizard clutches the countertop, looking as if she's either going to vault over it or snap it in half.
You had none of that, huh?
The imp mutters to himself in a dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fascina.
She grabs a fistful of her air and sighs. What was that all about? Now, it looks like your customer forgot to pay.
Ah, very funny. Berteno just took Rokawa's fingers, which is no joke to me.
Rokawa's fingers?
He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Arkemir will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Fascina cradles her brow and groans. Why are these gloves so important?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk. Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
I can get those gloves back for you.
You will? If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps.
Oh, rogue. There's no excusing his lack of subtlety. He needs to learn his lesson. She blinks twice in disbelief before regarding you with a warm smile.
You look capable. While I am stuck behind this counter, I am in no position to refuse help. A discount goes without saying. You're saving me a world of trouble by doing this. Thank you. I do not know where Berteno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Fascina bites her thumbnail and glares at the door, seeming to wish it would burst off its hinges.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Berteno wouldn't be so panicked.
Tell me about yourself.
I am the apprentice of He of Many Colors. That's plain old Arkemir to you. What few spells I know have names like Arkemir's Dripping Scourge or Arkemir's Malevolent Codpiece. He made me conjure a household staff of imps. Horrible, chittering things. I think it's because he knows I hate them.
Fascina sighs and waits patiently for you to speak up. You lose a lot of honorifics when you talk about Arkemir.
He makes me call him by the titles he's earned in his long career. I can also call him by the titles I've made up since the start of my apprenticeship.
She grins, glancing left and right.
To me, he's the